Going on, everybody? It's your boy, that Pens fan 412, and I'm coming back at you with another day after game day review of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And this time we are in the Steel City as the Pittsburgh Penguins battle the Vancouver Canucks in what is possibly the craziest first period I have seen all season. Let's be honest. A lot of mixed emotions from this first period. A lot, especially if you're a Vancouver fan. Double, especially if you're a Pittsburgh fan. And triple, quadruple, all the specialties. You're a Pittsburgh fan that was in the audience for that game. Because let's face it, that first period was wild. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you all that we are very close to 20 subscribers. If you're watching this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon. If you come back and you're not subscribed, of course, most definitely you, Tim, Johnny, Phil, I know you're there. And, well, if you're new here and you end up liking this video, give it a like, of course. I'll talk about that way at the end. Way at the end. I don't talk about that here. That's not the beginning. Cut that. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, let's get into it. So the starting goaltenders for this evening, which changed after like 5 minutes, were Casey DeSmith for the Pittsburgh Penguins and Spencer Morton for the Vancouver Canucks. Let's get into it. So, first of all, the beginning of this game is Pittsburgh having opportunity after opportunity, and I'll face it, it happens throughout a lot through this game, and I'll talk about it in certain spots, especially for goals, where the Canucks defense just seems off. I like they just don't seem all there, if that makes sense, right? And it's leading to these opportunities, and Spencer Martin is just standing on his head, doing everything physically possible that he can do to stop the Penguins, and he's doing it. So it's like, it's going to be one of those games where this guy, who I've only heard about vaguely, standing on his head against the Penguins, because that's usually what happens. And that's what happened, because at 4 minutes and 46 seconds, Luke Schenn, after a Penguins opportunity, gets the puck. He gets it over to Quinn Hughes as fast as physically possible. And Quinn Hughes gets it up. He gets it over to Connor Garland. And Garland just goes in and he shoots it. I wanted to say it was top glove. It was above Casey DeSmith's shoulder. Casey DeSmith is not a big dude. I think he's like 6 foot tall as a goalie. So like a lot of space up here. And it's pretty actually it was over here. This is left shoulder. But still, it's pretty apparent because it went in, and it was 1-0 Vancouver. And you could audibly hear the Penguins fans going, oh no. But we didn't get scored on in the first minute. That's all that matters. And then 2 minutes later, Mikheyev is in the offensive zone. He gets the puck over to Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat gets the puck over to Brock Besser. And Brock Besser hits it on the backhand. And it goes past Casey DeSmith. And it's 2-0 Vancouver. And a minute later, after that, let's just get it out of the way. A minute later, it's just a face-off in our defensive zone, their offensive zone. And Pettersson wins the face-off, gets it back to Luke Schenn. Luke Schenn gets it over to Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes rifles it, puts it in net, and it's 3-0 Vancouver in the span of 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And Quinn Hughes gets his second goal of the season. And at that point, I am looking at my phone, right? Because I've been sick for the past few days, so I was listening to the game, but I was also kind of falling asleep because of the illness, right? And it's my phone. My phone was going off for this Pens game. We're down 3-0. I'm looking to see if Tokarski's in net, thinking, oh, it's just because it's Tokarski. It's Casey DeSmith, and I was extremely disappointed. And they pulled Casey DeSmith. They put Dustin Tokarski in the net there. And yeah, business was not done It was not done because almost 2 minutes later, Penguins are on the power play. B. Rusty gets the puck over to Ty Smith. Ty Smith gets it over to his defensive power play partner, Evgeny Malkin, who slaps it into the back of the net. And it's 3-1. And the place is bumping. We're going. The energy of switching your goalie has worked for once. And it's rolling. The ball is rolling. And at 14:25, Brian Russ gets the puck over to Brian Dumoulin. Dumo. That's actually, honestly, it was a really good play. So, like, gets it back to Dumoulin. There's all kinds of stuff going on. All right. Painting the picture here. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Crosby is standing in the front of the net. Crosby takes Dumoulin's shot. So Dumoulin shoots it. Crosby hits it off his stick. And it bounces up. And it goes in. And it's 3-2. And things are just, the ball is rolling. And then 2 minutes later, we're in the offensive zone, our offensive zone, Vancouver's defensive zone, and we get a little face-off to Malkin. Malkin gets the puck off the face-off to Jason Zucker, who rifles into the back of the net, pretty much setting up the exact same goal to tie the game against Vancouver 3-3 in the first. And Zucker does the Zucker celly where he's just like, yeah, and it's tied up. It's all tied up. The game is all tied up. I just hit my elbow. It hurt. Ow. Second period rolls around, 7 minutes, 58 seconds into the second period, and Jason Zucker is in the offensive zone here. He gets the puck over to Malkin. Malkin fires it, hits it right into the back of the net, and it's now 4-3, Pittsburgh. 7 minutes later at 14:31, Ty Smith, this is another power play, mind you. Ty Smith gets the puck over to Gino. Gino, instead of, slapping it, well, he slaps it. He puts it on the net. Okay. And this is one of those examples of what is the defense doing. The last goal was an example of what is the defense doing because, let's face it, we stole the puck off of them. Zucker took it into the offensive zone, and it's Oliver Ekman-Larsson as the lone defenseman back because everybody thought that the rush was happening. Mikheyev cut backwards, which was a failure in itself. So Oliver Ekman-Larsson is trying to cover all of this, trying to process it. And as he's in the process of processing it, that's when Zucker gets the puck over to Malkin. Malkin puts it in the back of the net. And, there's Canucks coming back that are diving. And Ekman-Larsson's kind of just standing there like, what is going on? What is happening? And then the same thing kind of happens on the power play because Ty Smith gets the puck over to Gino. Gino puts it on the net. It bounces up. Everybody's looking around. Spencer Martin's looking around. Everybody's looking around for this puck. Lands right in front of Rickard Rakell, who just, okay, puts it in the back of the net. It's 5-3 Pittsburgh. Sorry, 5-3 Pittsburgh. On one of the, I rewatched it and laughed kind of goals of the season because let's face it, it's one of those ones where everybody's struggling looking for the puck, and Rakell is just like, I got it, and he puts it in the back of it. It's funny. I'm sorry, Vancouver. That's funny. Wide open net. Everything's going on over here, and Rakell's like, I got it. Puts it in. Third period rolls around, 12 minutes, 52 seconds in. Brock Besser gets the puck over to Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who rifles it in. And Travis Dermott's standing there, and it bounces off of Tokarski, and Dermott backhands her. And Dustin Tokarski with the should have been one of the greatest glove saves of the season's glove saves. If he was a foot more forward, it would have been. And he made an amazing glove save in the net, and it's 4-5, 5-4, 4-5 Pittsburgh. Tokarski, man, is battling for a job. You can just tell by the way he is playing. He was nuts for the rest of this game. And then, of course, the game riles down. Vancouver had a good couple opportunities right at the end there, but eventually the Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Vancouver Canucks 5-4. in regulation in what was probably one of the craziest first periods this season has ever seen. Your 3 stars of the game: first star, Evgeny Malkin with a goal and an assist. Second star, Jason Zucker with a goal and an assist. And third star, Dustin Tokarski, who came in to this game not knowing he was going to play and decided to show up and play, and played really good, with arguably the best last name in the NHL. Shots on goal, 36-24, Pittsburgh's favor. Face-offs were 63 to 70, 37% in Pittsburgh's favor. Pittsburgh scored on 2 of their 5 power plays. Vancouver scored on none of their 5 power plays. Penalty minutes 10 to 12. Hits were 25 to 20, Pittsburgh's favor. Block shots in Vancouver's favor, 17 to 9. Giveaways in Vancouver's favor, 6 to 9. And takeaways in Pittsburgh's favor, 12 to 10. And just to push this home, the first period being absolutely bonkers. The first period had 20 shots for Pittsburgh for 10 shots to Vancouver. Both teams scored 3 goals. So don't sit there and say Spencer Martin didn't try, Vancouver. All right. He tried. The man stopped 17 out of 20 shots in one period on really good opportunities. The game should have been a lot higher if he was not trying. All right. Just put that out there. But hey, that's it. This has been that Pens Fan 412. And if you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked the video, give it a dislike. If you're a Vancouver's fan and you're upset about this game, I understand if you dislike. Comment down below. Anything, questions, comments, concerns, all that good fun and general stuff. And I will see you all in the future. Peace out, everybody.